Welcome to this lesson on translation, one of the most fundamental processes in molecular biology. Translation is the second major step in gene expression, where the genetic information stored in messenger RNA is used to build proteins. These proteins are essential molecules that perform virtually every function in our cells, from catalyzing chemical reactions to providing structural support. Today, we'll explore how cells read the genetic code and assemble amino acids into functional proteins at specialized cellular structures called ribosomes. Translation is the process by which cells read messenger RNA, or mRNA, and use that information to assemble amino acids into proteins. Think of it as a cellular assembly line where the instructions encoded in mRNA are decoded and transformed into a physical product, a protein chain. During translation, the genetic code is literally translated from the language of nucleic acids into the language of proteins. This process happens continuously in all living cells, producing thousands of different proteins that the cell needs to survive and function properly. Three main molecular players work together to make translation happen. First, we have messenger RNA, or mRNA, which carries the genetic instructions from the DNA in the nucleus to the site of protein synthesis. Second, the ribosome acts as the protein synthesis factory, providing the physical platform where translation occurs. The ribosome reads the mRNA and coordinates the assembly process. Third, transfer RNA, or tRNA, serves as the delivery vehicle that brings individual amino acids to the ribosome. Each of these components plays a critical and coordinated role in building proteins. The genetic code is written in units called codons. Each codon consists of exactly 3 nucleotides on the messenger RNA strand. These 3-letter combinations specify which amino acid should be added next to the growing protein chain. For example, the codon AUG is particularly important because it serves as the start codon, signaling where translation should begin. There are 64 possible codon combinations, and most of them code for one of the 20 standard amino acids. The relationship between codons and amino acids is what we call the genetic code, and it's nearly universal across all forms of life. Transfer RNA molecules have a distinctive structure that allows them to fulfill their dual role in translation. On one end of the tRNA molecule is a region called the anticodon, which consists of 3 nucleotides that are complementary to a specific mRNA codon. This anticodon allows the tRNA to recognize and bind to the correct position on the mRNA on the opposite end of the tRNA molecule. A specific amino acid is attached. Each tRNA carries only one type of amino acid, and the match between anticodon and amino acid ensures that the genetic code is read accurately. This elegant structure makes tRNA the perfect adapter molecule. Translation proceeds through 3 distinct stages, each with its own specific events and molecular requirements. The first stage is initiation, where the translation machinery assembles and prepares to begin reading the mRNA. The second stage is elongation, where the protein chain grows as amino acids are added one by one in the correct sequence. The final stage is termination, where translation stops and the completed protein is released. Understanding these 3 stages helps us appreciate the complexity and precision of protein synthesis. Let's examine each stage in detail. Initiation is the startup phase of translation. It begins when the ribosome binds to the messenger RNA molecule and locates the start codon, which is always AUG. This start codon is crucial because it defines where translation will begin and establishes the correct reading frame. The first transfer RNA then arrives, carrying the amino acid methionine, which corresponds to the AUG codon. This methionine will be the first amino acid in the new protein chain. Once the ribosome, mRNA, and first tRNA are properly aligned, the translation machinery is fully assembled and ready to begin the elongation phase. Elongation is the main phase of translation where the protein chain actually grows. During this stage, the ribosome moves along the messenger RNA, reading codons one by one in the 5' to 3' direction. For each codon, a transfer RNA with the matching anticodon brings in the corresponding amino acid. The ribosome catalyzes the formation of peptide bonds, chemically linking each new amino acid to the growing chain. As each amino acid is added, the previous tRNA is released and the ribosome shifts forward to the next codon. This process repeats over and over, with the protein chain growing longer with each cycle until the entire coding sequence has been read. Termination occurs when the ribosome encounters one of 3 special stop codons on the mRNA: UAA, UAG, or UGA. Unlike other codons, stop codons do not code for any amino acid. Instead, they signal that translation should end. When a stop codon enters the ribosome, special proteins called release factors bind to the ribosome and trigger the release of the completed protein chain. The ribosome then disassembles, freeing the mRNA and allowing both components to participate in new rounds of translation. The newly synthesized protein may then undergo additional modifications before it becomes fully functional. In summary, translation is the fundamental process that converts genetic information in messenger RNA into functional proteins. Through the coordinated action of ribosomes, transfer RNAs, and various protein factors, cells can accurately decode the genetic instructions and build the thousands of different proteins they need. This process occurs through 3 stages. Initiation sets up the translation machinery, elongation builds the protein chain amino acid by amino acid, and termination releases the finished protein. Translation is essential for all life, and understanding this process gives us insight into how genes ultimately determine the characteristics and functions of living organisms.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.